In situations like this, we all talk about how the rich is going to get richer and how the poor is going to get poorer. And you always are putting yourself among the poorest who are going to get poorer. Today in this video, I want to talk to you that you don't have to put yourself in that situation and how you can think and be part of the rich that is going to get richer in this economic crisis that we are all going through. I'm also going to be touching about the hot topic, especially in Ghana, and that is happening in a lot of African countries like Malawi. When we talk about haircuts, what does it mean and how do you take advantage of that? Hey, welcome to Young African Hustlers channel, and on this channel I talk about how we can build financial freedom, and young African like myself and you watching me can really start thinking about building generational wealth, because I say the timing is never perfect like this generation, where the playing field is leveled for all of us to be able to become millionaires and buy ourselves that financial freedom that we need to take good care of our wives, our girlfriends, our families, our health, and really live quality life for ourselves. And today, right, I want to talk to you about something, because I actually had to go to the airport. My wife went to the States today, and I had to travel to Sunyani. I'm here visiting the farm because I have a project here in Brekum. And on my way, I pick an Uber, right, because I couldn't drive. I'm coming here for about 3 days to go back. So I was talking to the Uber driver, and he inspired this video, right? And he says, boss, what is happening in Ghana? We all have to leave because it's the rich that is always going to get richer. And we people like us, the poor, we are just going to be suffering. And I said, yes, you're right. But why? Is the richer, or is the rich more human than you? Or what is making that difference? Why are you putting yourself among the poor and thinking that you're going to be poorer in this situation, whilst your fellow human being, just like you, is going to get richer? Why? Have you asked yourself that? Because till you ask yourself that why and try to find a reason, then you can inspire yourself to figure out what the solution is going to be to that problem. Because if you identify the problem, then you can now start working towards the solution. So let's look at a few things that the rich is doing at this time. You go to the States, you go to UK, you go anywhere, even in Ghana, right? The same thing is happening. What is happening? We know that there is inflation. Prices of things are high rocketing. Things are increasing and everybody is screaming. Oil, gas prices are increasing and everybody is crying. Food, commodities, everything is increasing. What does that mean to the money that you have? So if the rich person, I have in my bank account $1 million, you have in your account $100, and you say you're poor, you say I'm rich. What am I doing with my $100? But there is one thing that is happening to all our money. What inflation is doing, or this economic crisis is doing to us, is that it's depreciating our money. If you're living in Ghana like I am, then you're talking about the cedis, and the cedis is definitely depreciating at the highest rate for the past 20 years. So that means that if you had 100,000, now it's no more 100,000. You're looking at somewhere even about 50,000 or even less. So your money is depreciating, and this is applying to every rich and poor. How is the rich navigating through this issue? Now, last week I made a video about how in business sometimes it's okay to stop, right, and reflect and look at what is happening in the economy and make the right decision. And I show you guys about machines that I've bought. I bought for about $70,000, couple of them plus tipper trucks, and I have collected all of them and packed them in my houses like a private car. And yeah, you might think there is money going, but no, there is not. There is no money in the system, so people are not renting them. A few people that will rent them, my operator and the people that probably uses it are going to screw me over. And therefore, I would rather pack this machine and look at it as an asset. Because among all these things, the prices of these machines are going to go up. And when they do go up, that means that is the time for me to sell them. And I'm going to make profit and money out of it. So, if you have that money, $100, and I also have my $10,000, $1 million in my account, this money is depreciating. What is the rich doing that you're not doing? The rich is investing it into assets. The rich is buying painting. The rich is buying luxurious cars that they know prices are ever going up. The poor is going to sell their land, their house, their properties, right, for food and for basic needs. And what is the rich going to do? He's going to take that money and invest it into that asset. And what is that asset is going to do is appreciate over time. Because don't forget, what does inflation means? Things are increasing. Things are increasing. That means prices of houses are going to increase. Prices of machines are going to increase. Even food is increased. So if the rich takes their money from the bank and rather put it in those things, that money is no more devaluating. But your money, because you're scared, because you're broke and you think you want to keep that money to yourself, and you think that you need that money to be able to feel like you are rich, you're keeping it at the bank. And that money is going to depreciate. And therefore, you're going to continue even being broke because you've kept that money that is not working. And that goes to my point that I always make. That money is trash when it's sitting at the bank and not being used. It is trash. And I continue saying this and saying it over and over till proven otherwise. Till you put your money back to work. Because even when you go and put your money at the bank, even the bank that is secured, that has a police guard with gun, that has a vault, they don't keep your money there. They understand money, and they take your money and they put it in investment. They take your money to work for them. And then another person will put their money there. And then when you want it, they will give you that other person's money. And then use your money continuing to work. And that's why today, if we all wake up and decide to go to the bank and collect our money, they will not be able to give it to us. Because your money is not locked down. So you, if you have money and you're keeping it at the bank, then you're keeping trash. And that trash is going to devalue, and therefore you're going to continue staying broke. So that is the main thing, and why the rich continues to get rich in difficult times like this. On this channel, I try to put the politics aside and rather challenge our mental states and how we perceive money and we perceive financial freedom. And things that you can do, take into your own hands. You call your wife, sit down, watch this video. Ask her, yeah, how much do you have? How much do I have? What can it buy? Who is selling land in our neighborhood? Who is selling something in our neighborhood? If we don't need that money, can we take that money now and buy that thing? Can we take that money and purchase something that we can sell in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years? Instead of that money sitting at that same place, in the next 2 years, it's going to be devalued. And that brings me to haircuts, which I'm not going to discuss in this video, but join me next week as I'm going to talk about haircuts and the money that you're keeping there, what is going to cost, and the possible danger that is going to happen to you. We all have seen what is happening in Malawi, and we should learn from it wherever you are in the world and watching me. If your country is going to the IMF, if your currency is devaluating, and if the dollar is crushing you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comment below what you think. But don't forget to also subscribe to this channel for more educative videos about financial decisions and how to manage your money. I'll see you next week with another video.